Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Solomon Owusu Alan's boy has also reacted to the press conference made by Minority against the Aura team, which I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you. Before you go, this station still remains PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Thank you.
Account for their daily scandal, state capture, destruction of businesses, livelihoods, water bodies, and the political killings in Nigeria, Techima, Boako, etc. Was NPP backed by laws to rob pensioners of their funds by DDEP? Did they have legal backings to arm party tags with guns and military uniforms to shoot voters at polling stations? What's the legal basis for Delta forces to snatch cars and houses from the past officials in 2017? Was it legal to engage in proceed on leave against ever like Mr. Domolevo, who are locked out of their offices? The culture of impunity is over, and the law will work without fear or favor. Mr. Owusu.
Will work without fear or favor. Well, 1 week of President Mahama's administration, he went to the people of this country, sold his message. The people of this country had their own issues. And key among the issues that the people had was the destruction of the environment, which is Galamsey, unemployment, corruption, as Honorable said, and above all, you remember the LGBTQ plus issue. So these were the 4 key issues that Ghanaians voted on. They saw the movement for change, great transformation plan. They said no, it was not right for 2025. They saw the bold solution manifesto from the New Patriotic Party. They said no, it was not right. They said they would rather go with the 24-hour economy manifesto. And I believe that the appointees that he's appointing should know that in whatever they do, they would help the president to achieve all these promises he made to the good people of this country. I have said time with that number that I don't believe in CVs, because if CVs were working, I'm not sure Ghana would have had 23.8% inflation as of December. The former vice president had a very beautiful CV. A CV that should have dealt with our inflation, that should have dealt with our interest rate, that should have dealt with all the macroeconomic indicators. But at the end of the day, it turned out that it was a mere CV. So vetting really, I don't take keen interest in it. What matters to me is you were given a position as a minister of, say, energy. We are looking forward to a stable energy situation, to a reduced cost of energy. After your tenure, that is 4 years' time, when you go back to the people, you must be able to account that when I came, I was able to put the lights on for you. I managed to reduce the cost of electricity. That is how I would evaluate your performance. You came in as a minister of education. Mind you, those that have been voted out, if they were good, they would have continued. But because they were not performing, they were booted out. You are the education minister. Schools do not have textbooks. Students are struggling in the boarding houses. The free SHS is having problems. Your evaluation will be how well you manage to turn around things. So I don't have any problem with the names that he has put. After all, we have given him the mandate to lead. And to the extent that these people are, most of them are members of parliament, it means they so qualified to occupy the positions. My only observation, small observation, is that I don't know whether it's a party strategy. The front liners of the NDC in parliament are all going to be ministers. I don't know what sort of strategy is that. Because every institution, you need institutional memory. So that is a part. If you go to the regions too, some regional executives have been pushed into becoming regional ministers. How do you account for that? Because mind you, in 2028, my candidate Alan will come back. But the NDC will have a change of candidate. So it is not a straightforward journey. And also, there are certain positions that require technical competence, not just anybody to occupy, but you see, because if the agencies require technical expertise and you fail to put the technical person there, then that ministry under which the agency falls must have a minister that with that technical know-how to back or to make up for the shortfall. He needs to check these things. I believe that the number of people who are NDC supporters must also understand that it's not everyone who can have position. I see a number of people very worried. I'm telling you, that is the reality of the day. People are worried that, people follow political parties for various reasons. They believe that when Mr. A gets a position, that is true. It is true whom that person, that he or she can also be relevant. But it doesn't work like that. Governance is for all of us. If it was going to be so, then how about those of us who are not part of this administration? It doesn't mean we will be starved to death. No, we are all contributing to the kitty. We are paying taxes, and so it is for all of us. I would have loved to see a name like Dr. Obin in there. Tony Obin. Such a hard-working man. But yet it is about 35 names to go. He is a minor, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe, yes, but when it comes, it will not be bad. And my sister sitting here with the gilly. If she doesn't get...
It's too big for me.
I'm talking about you getting a position so that I can come and worry you. You are here, you think I'm going to allow you, you come always with opposition mentality. Now you are in government. So begin to change. But you will not have it cheap yet. You see, Ora and my NPP people, I said, my former party, I said a time with that number, that beyond what was happening to that party, the next problem that the party was going to face was the quality of representation. The NPP's problem now is not about even the numbers. Remember in 1996, the NPP had, together with the Independent Ghana, had about 66 or so. But what did the trick for the party in 2000 was the quality of representation in 1996. The J.H. Mensens, the Papa Uswan Kumes, the Nana Akufo-Addo himself, and so on and so forth. That is so much missing with the current make. Other than that, you cannot have a first-time MP, Gideon Boako, together with John Darko, go to Parliament barely a week and they begin to have press conferences so shallow. And I was like, hey, what is happening? How did we get to this point? Like Honorable was saying, if you have not looted, what is your business having a problem with a committee that is to recover looted assets? Are you not even ashamed holding a press conference against a body to recover stolen items for the state? When I heard the gentleman speaker say, where did we go wrong? But hey, that is their party. Because if you have done series and sequence before, from 167 or 169 members of parliament to 137 to 88, if you do the mathematical computation, the next destination is 25 MPs. So if they are going to go on this tangent, then so be it. The vetting committee, you had opportunity of holding someone hostage for close to 4 hours. I have never seen any leader be held for that long period. And even if you were asking critical questions, I won't have problems. So, Gideon that came out to have hold that press conference, you had an opportunity of asking a question. What question did you ask? It was then that you wanted to settle score with the majority leader on data you yourself. That data that he was talking about was provided to the vice president by Gideon Boako himself. So he wanted to establish that he was right then. Is this a question? And you want me to take you serious? No, so clearly people are losing their way. It is too early in the day. We are masters in opposition. I was in government but in opposition. They should humble themselves. It's a 4-year journey. Only 1 week you are crying. Hey, then when we get to September, November, they may not find their way out of this country. Because if the NDC fails to recover looted assets, I'm telling you, that will be the end. That will be, there are two critical issues, this looted assets and Galamsey. If the party dilly-dally with it and makes it business as usual, oh, you saw how the churches, the Catholic Church bishop, people decided to go and visit President Mahama to remind him of the LGBTQ. The Ghanaian is looking at certain indications that indeed the NDC and by extension President Mahama is ready to govern. I wish him the best of luck because his success will be the success for all of us. When President Kufuor came to power, some of us wanted to help him. He said we must be citizens. We listened to you carefully. And to be a citizen is not to hero worship or to bootlick. So when he started with 1.3 or 5 ministers, we said, hey, it was not good. Then he had people around him telling him that, oh, these people, they don't wish you well. They belong to the Alam faction. He got it wrong then. So anything that is wrong from the beginning. Let me also use this your medium to debunk a certain falsity that is going around, circulating on various platforms, that Mr. Lanchemante has been offered acting director of 24-hour economy. Sometimes, you see, when people are even doing diabolics, they don't think deep into it. And this thing has traveled so far that people are calling. Is that how you people? I said, no, what is this? Is there any ministry or institution called the 24-hour economy for someone to even be given acting director of that? How do you get yourself swayed by some of these things? So, on record, it is not true. Mr. Lanchemante has not gone for any position. What we have done as a movement is to submit our great transformation plan to the president. And that is what any good citizen does. If you have anything good, you submit it to the president. If he wants to implement something out of it, that is fine. If he does not, so be it. So that is on the record. I will end it here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before I come to Gabriela, just a few more comments. This is Sel Delglad, who says, good morning, sir. And the point of the ECG as a monopoly and the issue of privatization as remarked by Dr. Percy should be considered. Living here in Germany and within the same region, I can get my power supply from a town different from where I'm living if it's cheaper. It's all about the distribution system. Can we demonopolize the ECG? So we have multiple distributors that allow people to even buy from them. That's from Sel Delglad. Prince Henry Koforidua says, good morning. I'm asking from Ghanaians, all I'm asking from Ghanaians is to support the NDC government led by President John Mahama to deliver and give us the Ghana we want. As for the people talking against Oral, the future is pregnant. Oral has come to stay. That's Prince Henry who said that. Musa Batwa also says, those who are raising concerns about Oral, if your hands are clean, why not remain calm? Oral is simply seeking accountability and addressing the looting of state property. Ghana is for all of us and accountability benefits everyone. Why demand legality? Now, when similar initiatives like the Office of Accountability under President Kufuor were not to post, let's focus on supporting Oral's mandate to ensure transparency and good governance rather than creating unnecessary discomfort. May the soul of Dr. Percy rest in perfect peace. There's Stephen Penn in Wa says, Oral is a preparatory team to assemble information about corruption and state land capture. Let me be fully aware that they are deeply involved and will be exposed big time, and their political fortunes going into the future will be in danger. Somebody should advise them to nicodemously return their loot to save themselves and their party. Stephen Penn said that from Wa, and thank you. And Hadi finally says, good morning, brother. Honestly, NPP is an enemy to the state. They will never change. Why do they hate this country called Ghana this much? Anytime NPP comes to power, Mother Ghana goes back 20 years. Who told them the NPP Ora is inviting people? Ora is not inviting anyone, but people who want to be free of nightmare are taking themselves there. So warning your people not to honor an invite from Ora is illogical.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time and urges you to subscribe to the channel as a new member and also turn the notification bell on so that you'll be notified duly of anything that will be loaded onto the channel. Please, this is the best place for your latest gist in politics and you cannot afford to miss out. Please do subscribe, turn the notification bell on so that you'll be notified duly. Thank you.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.